Hello, and welcome to your Quickie. Today, we're going to do a few Sun A's, a few Sun B's, and a few Sun C's, followed by a little bit of stretching and relaxation. Are you ready? Let's do it. We're going to start standing today. So find yourself standing with the feet under the hips. Maybe take a couple of marching steps to find that natural distance for your feet. We're going to engage through the big toe mound, pulling gently back towards the heel, lifting the arches. Then bringing the awareness to the inner shin, or the inside of the lower legs, and that sensation of lift and squeeze. Up through the knees, up through the inner thighs, so that same sensation of lift. Coming up, lifting Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor. Coming up through the core, lifting Uddiyana Bandha, and continuing to lift up through the neck and the head as if you're being lifted by that little thread. I like to have hands at heart center here sometimes. You can also, the traditional way is to have the hands by the sides. Whatever feels good to you today. And just take a second and arrive in your body. Starting to develop that sensation of strength, stability, ability. Wonderful. All right, we're going to inhale the arms out and up. Bringing the palms to touch, interlace fingers, flip the palms, press the ceiling away. I have to remember this is a quickie. You know me, I have a tendency to blow my time frame. Exhale, leaning to the right. Inhaling back center. Exhaling to the left. Inhaling back center, sun stretches, forward fold. Nice and easy. Halfway lift. Okay, this time I want you to actually bring your hands to your thighs. And we're going to do some kind of cat-cows from here. We're going to put a little bend in the knees. Rounding the spine, tucking the tailbone. Cat pose. Cow pose, lifting the heart, lifting the tailbone. Think about bringing the shoulders wide, heart pulling through. Cat pose. And cow pose. Good. Cat pose. Cow pose. All right, returning back into that half lift. Headed into a forward fold. And inhale, rise. We're going to do a couple of those. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale, rise. Good. We want to get the heat up a little bit. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale, rise. Surya Namaskar A. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Exhale. I'm going to do the first one, knees, chest, chin. Up dog or cobra. Hips up and back to your downward facing dog. Take a moment, pedal heels, shift hips. Arrive into those ankles, into those hamstrings. Alrighty. Looking between the hands, hop or walk forward, inhaling to your halfway lift. Exhaling forward fold. And inhale, rise. Again, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale, or knees, chest, chin. Up dog or cobra, inhale. Hips up and back, exhale. Good. Looking between the hands, up or walk, halfway lift. Forward fold, exhale. Okay. We're going to keep our fingers on the ground. Bend those knees deep, drop those hips. Inhale the arms up. Chair pose. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Or knees, chest, chin. Up dog or cobra. Hips up and back. Looking between the hands, we're going to step the right foot forward. Coming up to warrior one. Wonderful. Take it through your flow. Left leg steps forward. Coming up to your warrior one. If you're thinking to yourself, man, this is too fast. It is fast. It's a quickie. Here we go. Take it through your flow. All right. Looking between the hands, hopper walk, halfway lift. Inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Chair pose, inhale. And we are going to stand and rise. Good job. Starting to get the heat up, the energy up. That's really the point of these quickies. It's not to necessarily master any poses or find perfection. We're just trying to, take care of ourselves, take care of our minds, take care of our bodies in the best way that we can. And sometimes to get that consistency, little short tidbits will do the trick, right? And inhale those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Now we're going to step the left leg back to either a low lunge or a high lunge, and this is up to you. Inhale it up. Down dog. Exhale. Inhale, shift forward plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back to your downward facing dog. Then again, the left leg steps forward. Same lunge as last time. Then we're going to sweep those fingers down. Step that back foot forward to forward fold. And inhale, rise. Other side, forward fold. Right leg steps back to lunge. Your choice. Fingers sweep down. Down dog. Inhale, shift forward plank. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog or cobra, inhale. Hips up and back, exhale. Right leg steps forward. Lunge of your choice. Fingers sweep down. Back foot steps forward to forward fold, exhale. Rise on the inhale. We're going to step the right foot out into a goddess pose. Are you warm? I hope so. It's a fine line between quickie fast and too fast. Hopefully we hit that mark. Alrighty. So, hands can be at heart center here too if that does not feel fantastic on your shoulders. Something to be aware of here, in the picture perfect goddess pose, you are flat up against the wall, both hips are touching, your knees are parallel to the wall, right? Like you're fully 180 degrees wide open. Most people's hips aren't built that way. Most people's hips can't do that. So make sure that you find the angle of how your thigh bone is coming out of the hip socket, and then mirror that angle with the feet, right? So that no matter what the angle is, at least we're not going to be torquing the knees, right? Alrighty. We're going to lower down just a little bit. Lowering down a little bit more. Hang in there. Good. Okie dokie. We're going to turn this into a forward fold. So we're going to ground down through the big toe knuckles. We're going to extend the knees as we swing the heels out. And we're going to start to fold forward. So lifting the tailbone, dropping the heart, and just coming down as far as is comfortable. Give your body a minute to settle in. Alrighty. For folks that have their straddle entry headstand down, go for it. And so I'm not going to teach it right now. It requires a lot of focus and detail to really learn it in the first place. But if it's in your tool belt, go right ahead. Otherwise, see if you can get a little bit deeper in that fold. Alrighty, everybody's favorite Skandasana. And again, if you hate this, skip forward and you can go right into a yogi squat, and that's fine. Otherwise, we're going to point those left toes just a little bit to the left, bend into that left knee, pop up those right toes. So if your toes are leaning forward here, that's going to make it harder to get the depth in the hip. If you can point those toes up or even back a little bit, you're going to find there's a lot more space available in the hip socket. Headed to the other side, ninja style if you want to, or bring your hands to the ground, walk yourself across. Show good, show good. Alrighty. We are headed into our yogi squat, so maybe plant those hands, hop those feet in, however you want to get there. Wonderful. Good. Crow pose for people that have crow in their toolbox. Take it away. Go for it. If you are not a crower or not interested in crowing, don't crow. Totally okay. Best way to get there, extend the arms, bring the knees into the armpits. Hands come down, up on the toes. Keep those elbows magnetized towards each other. Shift forward and bring those big toes to touch. So you're a nice, compact little ball. If that doesn't work, there's a bunch of other tips and tricks to get into it. We're not going to go over that today. We are headed, however, onto our backs. We are just about done. A little bit of windshield wipers when you get there. Thanks for joining me today. Aren't you glad you did? I am. All right, we're gonna bring those knees in for a nice big squeeze. Big inhale. On the exhale, drop them right. Starting to let go with the breath control, soften through the core. Good, bringing knees back center. Any transitional movements that you want here, so if it feels good to maybe make circles with the knees or to go into a little bit of a bridge pose or whatever it might be. Then bring those knees in for a big squeeze, big inhale, and on the exhale, drop them left. Wonderful. Bringing those knees back to center. Any final movements that you feel like your body wants, any wiggle jiggles, any whatever it may be. Then bring those knees in for a big squeeze, a big inhale. And on the exhale, extend into your Shavasana. Now take a moment, let yourself get nice and comfortable. Mainly just let yourself be heavy. If you have an awareness of the shoulder blades, you might tuck them under That'll just help them to lay nice and flat against your rib cage. Now starting to relax through the forehead, the eyebrows, that little space in between. All those little muscles around the eyes, relax them, let them go. Softening through the temples, the cheeks, letting them melt down towards the ears. And relaxing the jaw, letting the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. With each exhale, feeling the body falling deeper and deeper into relaxation. With each exhale, drifting further and further away in your Savasana. For these next moments, just relax. All right, starting to bring the awareness back to the body, maybe moving fingers, moving toes, maybe reaching overhead for that big full body stretch. Oh, when you're ready, rolling onto whichever side is the most comfortable for you. Savoring these last moments of relaxation. Then using as little effort as possible, press yourself up to your comfortable seat, keeping the eyes closed or the gaze lowered just for this last moment. Feeling into the body, noticing what's changed, noticing changes to the energy. Notice the results of the practice you've just completed. Quick but potent. Inhaling the arms out and up, palms to touch, exhaling down through heart center. Inhaling out and up. See yourself grabbing that big arm load of healing energy. Exhale, pull it down to heart center. Feel the warmth, see the glow. And last time, inhaling out and up. Bringing palms to touch. Exhaling down to the third eye for the mind. Heart center for the body and spirit. Namaste. A little bit of time, big impact. Thanks so much for joining me for today's Quickie. I will see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.